Chapter 17. The bait offer to join Science World Project. Is this a good first impression to meet others? Is this what you want to show your Science World Project to others? But that is how it is. I have to tell the truth when legally engaging in peace talks and debates about the best healing project with other embassies. The play is already set up to show the world's reputation to world embassies, how it was created, and the situation of good lives that want a better legal, perfect world with a top reputation for them to live in. I won't take the offer to become a billionaire. Instead, I choose to live a life that aligns with truth, goodness, and a perfect world. If I could see my future and it revealed that I would live to be 200 years old, have more than one wife who marries me out of love rather than money, possess enough wealth to live comfortably for 200 years, and face no major problems like fights, accidents, or serious illnesses, would it be wise and fulfilling to embrace this future? The answer is no. Accepting such an offer is merely a trap that binds me to a world dictated by science and materialism, a world that perpetuates sickness, suffering, and moral corruption. Whatever wealth and comfort may seem to be offered, they come at the cost of being part of a system filled with deceit, conflict, and harm. Would I truly find happiness in a life built on the mistakes of wrongdoers? Those who seek to compensate for their actions by offering riches and stability do so to keep others bound to a flawed world. The reality is that such a life would be entangled with the chaos of the current system, a world where suffering is constant, where wars and crimes are prevalent, and where materialism dominates. The path to the perfect world requires the effort setting true education for a perfect world must take place in a perfect world. Teaching goodness to those willing to be good should be done in an environment that fosters integrity and truth. Honesty, truth, and legal explanation life plans must be built on honesty and legal righteousness to pass the final exam of existence. Safety and security. I refuse to put myself at risk by sharing the world with dangerous wrongdoers. My choice is to live in peace, away from the corrupt forces that exploit others. Avoiding sickness, suffering, and public work, I do not want to participate in a system that normalizes suffering, exploitation, and hardship. Rejecting the corrupt system, the current world is controlled by those who use political power to manipulate others, force people into difficult situations, and exploit them for labor, money, or relationships. The rich claim everything, including land and natural resources, while others are forced into hard labor or immoral acts just to survive. I want no part in this system. True freedom for everyone. Every person should have the right to live freely, pursue their interests, and follow their own beliefs without interference. Supporting individual projects and religious beliefs, people should be free to pursue their own meaningful projects, provided they are legal and beneficial. Legality, transparency, and support. Everything in my chosen world must be legal, transparent, and provide real benefits. Surrounding myself with good people. There are very good people who share my vision and values. People who wish to help, heal, and save lives. I choose to work alongside these top-ranking individuals, those who strive to do good and earn the best rewards. Separating right from wrong. Right and wrong do not belong together. I do not associate with wrongdoers or institutions that support corruption, including flawed public education systems. Respecting individual paths. Everyone has their own way of living. I will not impose my values on those outside my project, just as I expect others to respect my path. Each person must recognize whether they are on the right track or off course. Those who are too greedy or fail to correct their wrongs will ultimately face consequences, including mental and spiritual deterioration. The science-driven world is a trap. The current world entraps those who commit wrongs or align with wrongdoers. Those involved in war, theft, drug trades, and exploitation become bound to the cycle of suffering. They push others to the edge, only to find themselves standing at that very edge as well. Their actions entangle them in a web of mistakes, and though they may attempt to conceal their wrongdoings, good people always see through them. Good people choose not to be part of this corrupt system. They do not work for others unnecessarily. They do not bow to false leaders, and they do not accumulate wealth endlessly while continuing to labor for someone else. They do not befriend liars or those who exploit others. Instead, they seek a safer, better world where suffering, aging, and sickness do not exist. The winning choice. The perfect world. I choose the perfect world, a realm of peace, truth, and safety, free from the burdens of a corrupted earth. Those who are good will always find their way there, stepping away from the suffering and chaos of the old world. Good will always prevail, and as more people awaken, they will move toward the perfect world, reducing their problems and escaping the consequences of past mistakes. I do not waste my time mocking others or engaging in pointless debates. My focus is on helping good people who genuinely wish to do good. The perfect world is not about public universities, scientific dogma, or following the commands of the powerful. It is about freedom, justice, and earning a place among those who value truth and righteousness. This is my choice. A life free from corruption, deception, and suffering. A life dedicated to truth, peace, and the well-being of those who choose good over evil. A life in the perfect world. The illusion of the richest, smartest, and most powerful. Some believe that the richest, smartest, and most powerful people control everything and dictate the world. However, this is an illusion. True power belongs to those who live in alignment with truth and goodness. Those who have controlled this world through money, science, and power have created endless suffering, diseases, and wars. They build technological advancements not for the benefit of humanity, but to maintain their control. The real winners are those who walk away from the system. They refuse to be pawns in the game of deception and suffering. The perfect world does not belong to the richest or the most powerful. It belongs to those who understand and choose righteousness over corruption. In the end, wealth and power mean nothing if they are built on lies and exploitation. True wealth is in freedom, peace, and an existence free from suffering. Those who understand this will seek the perfect world. Hey there, awesome viewers. Let's put it this way. The subscribe button isn't the same as the like button. You don't just click like, you hit subscribe too, right? Right now, I'm using free tools and apps to work on this project that's all about helping, healing, and saving billion good lives. But with over 1,000 subscribers and tons of views from amazing people like you, then I might get real winning prize from YouTube, research winning prizes. That prize could help me upgrade to better tools, better apps, and make even more awesome and funny videos like that one. Yeah, like that, just for you to watch, laugh, and enjoy. I can read your mind. I know you love funny stuff. Okay, maybe I'm just saying that. Chapter 18, The Awakening, a journey of healing, goodness, and legal action. I've spent years working on a project that I believe will change the world. It's not just about science or technology. It's about creating a better, more ethical world. A world where people live according to their highest purpose, doing good, healing, and helping each other. But the truth is, the world as it is now is far from perfect, and there are powerful forces that don't want things to change. I have gathered a lot of data, conducted research, and observed the patterns that exist in our society. I've seen how the system works, and how it often fails to do what's right. There are excuses made, decisions are delayed, and the mistakes of the past are repeated without correction. But I believe that the power to change the world is in the hands of the good people, the good embassies, the governments, the law enforcement agencies, the religious leaders, and the God's units. It is time for those who stand for what is good to come together and create a better future. The first thing I realized is that we must correct the mistakes of the past. For billions of years, there have been errors in the system, and yet no one has taken the responsibility to fix them. Instead, they have continued down the wrong path, leading others to follow. This must stop. There are those who have chosen to ignore these issues. And it is up to us, the good units, to create the change that is needed. Our world must compare to heaven, a place where peace, love, and justice prevail. The world doesn't have time to waste. We can't just wait for things to get better on their own. Time is repeating itself, but those who are good, those who are willing to heal, teach, and save lives, will always find a way to move forward. Even when the world feels like it is stuck in a cycle, there are those who continue doing the right thing. We must remember that the good will always win, and with every step forward, we get closer to the world we all deserve. I've learned this firsthand through my own experiences. There have been times when I felt stuck, but I kept going. I've seen how time has a way of repeating itself. It's not that it waits for anyone, but rather, it allows us the opportunity to correct our course, to make the right decisions. When we choose to do what is good, we pave the way for others to follow. In my research, I've discovered the key to healing, not just physically, but spiritually and mentally as well. It's about understanding that we all have our own religious beliefs, our own projects, and our own purpose. We must recognize that everyone has their own journey to take, but it's crucial that we support each other along the way. Those who have been misguided, who have fallen into the traps of programming or mind control, must be helped to see the truth. They must be shown the way to healing, to understanding, and to living a good, normal, healthy life. As a researcher, I've seen the evidence, the stories, the news, the trials, and the hearings that are happening right now. The system is beginning to acknowledge the issues, and the good people are stepping up to make their voices heard. But the work isn't over yet. We must continue pushing for change, for justice, and for the protection of lives. The time has come for us to stand together. We must show the world that we are committed to doing good, to healing, to teaching, and to saving lives. The legal frameworks are in place, and the steps are clear. We must create a plan that reflects our values and helps others live in peace. It's not just about believing in a perfect world, it's about making it a reality. The work we do today will ripple through time. Our actions, our words, and our choices will leave a mark on the world. It's up to us to make sure that mark is a positive one. We must stand for what is good, and we must do it legally, with respect for the laws that govern our world. Only then can we create a future where everyone can thrive. If you're reading this and you don't fully understand what I mean, you might be caught up in the daily grind, living like everyone else. But the truth is, there are those of us who are awake, who see beyond the surface. We understand that there is more to life than what we've been told. And when the time is right, we will be the ones to lead the way, to guide others to a better future. So ask yourself, are you ready to join us? Are you ready to stand for what is good and true? The world needs you. And together, we can make the world a better place for everyone. Chapter 19. Searching for the perfect relationship on earth, heaven on earth. I often find myself deep in thought, pondering the direction of my life. Currently, I'm single, which, at times, feels like the most natural state for me. But there's a part of me that longs for more. A younger woman, someone who's understanding, caring, friendly, and genuinely interested in creating a better, more perfect world alongside me. I'm not just looking for someone to share ordinary moments with. I want to connect on a deeper level, one where we can support each other's personal growth and pursue something greater than ourselves. And that is what happened to me on Earth with that 6 tenths and getting rich. I might marry like one wives, at least I will tell you those stories later. You see, my past relationships have been wonderful in their way, but they didn't quite align with the bigger vision I have for my life. Despite the changes, I can't shake the feeling that there might be a chance to reconnect with some amazing women from my past. Those who helped me grow, those who left an indelible mark on my heart. It's like a daydream I can't forget, even though they might not even remember me the same way. But hey, that's just how life works, right? What I'm looking for is someone who's not trapped by the confines of everyday human thinking, the kind of thinking that revolves around eating, working, and sleeping. I need someone who understands that there's more to life than that. Someone who believes in the existence of gods, miracles, superpowers, and perhaps even perfect worlds. I want a partner who can look beyond the mundane and embrace the possibility that there's something greater at play here. Maybe they'll even be interested in my project, a plan to live forever by helping others, offering guidance, and solving life's problems. But I know this won't be easy. I'm busy, often wrapped up in my research, meditation, and projects that span languages and cultures across YouTube. I might not always have the time to hang out or chat, and I need someone who understands that. They'll need to be okay with the fact that my life is focused on something much bigger than just us. In a way, I wish I had been thinking about relationships at a younger age, maybe at 21, rather than waiting until I was 43. There's this notion that by 21, you should be partying, enjoying life, and focusing on fun. But what if we could flip that mindset? What if, by 21, I had already been focused on building something lasting, like a long-term, honest, and faithful relationship? That's the kind of relationship I want. I've realized that the earlier I shift my thinking about relationships, the better. As I look toward the future, I see myself not just as a college student, but as someone who's building a life on the side. I'm back in school, just as a backup plan, in case I need to work to pay for daily expenses and housing. But by 2027, I might be rich, not in money, but in experience, wisdom, and fulfillment from the life I've built. It's all part of the grand design. Sure, life can change, and the future may not look like I expected, but I'm optimistic. I believe that if I keep pushing forward, everything will change for the better. What happens if I get rich? I might get married and just live a good life on Earth, just like another life. I mean, you know I lived like that for more than 20 lives already till the end, and it's repeating like you play PC games. It's restart after endgame. But I can remember some part of it within the other lives. I think the secret code or a password code that you don. No, yet mean hint. Do well, get good in return. So you do too many good for the animal and people alive healthy, then you get special memory card, so when you restart the next life, you will remember about other lives. The Matrix or the science world, while creating do get that nature code, do good get good, Help other alive with good memories, you will get good memories in return. But I forget all numbers in science public education. Maybe I don't into that public science world. When it comes to money, I'm not interested. That's not what drives me. I value deep connections, long-term friendships, and marriages that don't end in breakups. I want something real, something meaningful. Sure, I'm still single in 2024, but in the future, I might have many wives, because it's just me and my projects. I believe in helping women change their lives to live forever in a perfect world. They'll need to follow a specific process, one that involves leaving behind the physical world and returning to a higher, more scientific realm before entering the perfect world. It's all about the law. The perfect world only accepts perfect lives, lives that do not suffer from sickness, aging, or any of the physical limitations we face on Earth. That I use my money, and you use your money, that you help your dating partner if you want to. I'm planning for a perfect world, which means I won't be staying on Earth forever. My focus is on something beyond the physical, creating a space where true fulfillment can thrive. But that doesn't mean I'm not considering some changes. I might decide to transform myself into a 21-year-old version of myself. Research project for Next Lives if I got that memories about other lives sooner. Someone who looks better at first glance, someone who creates a better impression. It's all about making the right first impression, especially if I want to connect with someone who might be a part of this grand vision. I've always believed that Earth is full of mistakes. The way humans live, chasing after money, working endlessly, and focusing on the most basic survival needs, limits their potential. But I'm not trapped by that. I've already reached a higher state of mind. And if I connect with someone who still thinks within that human framework, I know our conversations will be a struggle. Human, they'll want to talk about family, children, food, and all the little things that make up the human experience. But I need someone who can go beyond that. At Better World, we live because we choose to. We marry those who live good, those who inspire us, without being trapped by society's norms. There's no room for limiting beliefs there. And this brings me to an important realization. To build this new world, I must distance myself from the things that perpetuate wrongdoing. This means cutting ties with systems, networks, or ideologies that conflict with my values. It may mean sacrificing friendships, love, or even career opportunities in the traditional sense, but I'm okay with that. What I'm building is bigger than all of that. I'm creating a better world, and in that world, those wrongs won't exist. Not unless someone chooses to let them in. But like in heaven, the rules and laws, you must promise to be good and never relate to them, able to stay in heaven or get support by heaven in good lives. I know that to achieve the life I want, I have to fully release myself from the flawed systems that have been holding me back. I need to embrace transformation, growth, and the pursuit of something better. And in doing so, I can inspire others to do the same. It's about educating others and helping them shed the layers of wrongdoings that have been imposed upon them. This is the first step in creating the perfect world I envision. And once I've completed this step, I will continue to build, brick by brick, a world that aligns with my values. A world that is free from sin, corruption, and negativity. A world that allows for growth, love, and fulfillment in its purest form. That's the world I'm aiming for. A world where we can live the lives we've always dreamed of.
Victory!
Where relationships are based on mutual understanding, shared values, and a common purpose. And with that, I'll build my perfect, legal world for myself and those who share this vision. Together, we will create heaven on earth. Hey, I am testing my dating good relationship with Science World. Example, I said it too many problem, but she say it issues. She want to have children in that science world? Is she V when getting married? Her friend want to get with her, so they do something to those she talking to. She only appears sent you an email, want to get to know you when you're rich? Why she want paperwork proof that she your wife when you have a house and a lot money in your bank? She hang out with that kind of friends when you not notice? Is she going to last with you for the lifetime in that science world, or when you too old and she's still young? Some of them look good, but they hang out with dating for like max or 2 years then break up, move on. Where does she come from? What is the reason she got sent to Earth to meet up with you on your good life journey? Is she already joined the Project Live Forever Meetup with right members only? Why she check where your bank card numbers, check where your house tittle is, and where you camera's at? Then something happened to you, but she still claim that she your wife. Why she want to get with if you rich? Why she want to marry you, and you must bring her from other country to the country that she thought you were alive there? Why she like to eat meat, and you want to eat vegan food? Why her religious let her have one husband, but 100 dating before marriage? Why she think like human, and you think like people in perfect world? Why she still go out with friends on the wrong list in the past, but in the next life, she still go out with friends on the wrong list? Why she think her children only can marry someone out of the family members that caused the children to have terrible lives, leading them do wrong stuff and end themselves in the end. Why she got mad when I got something Essel to do and cannot stay with her that day, and I will be with her in the next not busy day.